Hello, dear students. I, Mrs. Susha Anil Jadhav from BYK College of Commerce, Nasik, working as a teacher of Commerce, subject Secretarial Practice, welcomes to all online lecture series 2020-21 arranged by BYK College of Commerce for Standard 11th. In today's lecture, we are studying Chapter number 5, Members of a Company. In previous lecture, we are studied about Articles of Association and Prospectus of a Company. Now let us take quick revision of Members of a Company. Contents of Members of a Company. First, meaning. Second, eligibility of membership. Third, acquisition of membership. Fourth, cessation, termination of membership, and rights, duties, and liabilities of a member. First, meaning member of a company, every who subscribe the memorandum of the company and on registration whose name is entered in the registers of, or whose name is entered in the register of members of the company, or whosoever is holding shares of the company and whose name is entered in the records of depository as. Each DGAC member is entitled to designate one individual as its name representative, no one other than the designated representative shall be entitled to vote on behalf of the corporate members. Everybody within the corporation gets discounts to DGAC training and events. Access to the members only section of the website and the DGAC regulatory mailing list is limited to the membership representative and a company's extra member. The amount of extra member is determined based on the size of the members company. The membership representative determines which individuals within the members company can receive benefits as on extra members. Members of a company eligibility of membership. First criteria, buying shares amount to making a contract, so any entity, wizard, person, organization competent to make contracts can be a member of the company. This topic therefore has a context to the provisions of the Contract Act 2. Subject of the provisions of the Companies Act, Memorandum and Articles of Company. Any person who suits can become a member of the company as follows. First, individuals. Minor cannot be member of the company himself. Regarding can enter into share purchase transaction on behalf of a minor. Second, insolvent. Since the beneficial rights of shareholding are held by official receiver assigned, so the insolvent person stops being the member. Then incense lunatic. inability to enter into a contract renders the person ineligible for membership of a company. Then next, foreigner. Since a foreigner can enter into contract, foreigner can be shares to the member of an Indian company subject to provisions of FEMA 1999. FEMA means Foreign Exchange Management Act 1999. It aims at facilitating external trade and provisions foreign exchange market in India. Members of a company organization. First, company. Company being a legal person can be a member of another company in its own name. It can become member only if authorized by memorandum of association. Company cannot invest in its own shares. Second, cooperative society being a registered entity, it can be a member of the company. Next, limited liability partnership. Since it is a juristic person, it can be member of the company. Next, Hindu undivided family HUF. The act does not prohibit membership of HUF, but shares can be registered only in the name of its karta. Next, partnership firm. The firm cannot be member of the company as it is not a registered entity, but firm can hold shares of company in the individual's names of partners. Next, trust. Registered trust can become a shareholder in company in its own name. Membership in a company. Acquisition of membership. Let us learn how one can become member of the company. First, by subscribing of the memorandum. The subscribers to the memorandum of company, any its members wizard. 7 in case of a public company, 2 in case of private company, and 1 in case of one person company. In fact, they are the first member of the company. Second, by application and allotment of shares. Any person who wishes to buy company shares has to apply for the same, and on acceptance of application by the company, the person is allotted the shares and becomes shareholder and thereby its member on entering his her name in register of members. Then third, by holding shares in detailized form. Dematerialized form. Any person who has shares in his name is beneficial owner in the records of the depository is member of company. Dematerialized form, it means holding financial securities in electronic form and not physical or paper form. Fourth, by transfer. Any person who buys shares of a company from an existing member becomes its registered member after company accepts his transfer request. Then fifth, by transmission of shares. Transfer of shares by the operation of law in the events of death, insolvency and insanity of member is called transmission of shares. The legal representative here in case of a death, official receiver in case of insolvency, and administrator in case of insanity replace the concerned member. Then 6, nominee of one person company OPC. In case of OPC, the name of nominee whose name is given in the memorandum of association, one person companies becomes its sole owner in the event of the death of the member. Then 7, by acquiescence, if a person is wrongly entered in the register of member or holds himself out as a member or knowing allows his name to remain on the register of members without informing the company about the mistake and getting it rectified, he stopped from denying him his membership and his liable as a member in the event of winding up of the company. It is transfer called membership by principle of estoppel. Then cessation, termination of membership. A person ceases to be the member of the company when any of the following acquires: first, transfer of shares; then second, in the event of death or insolvency of a member; then third, sale of shares by the member in the buy-back offer by the company; then fourth, forfeiture of shares by company; then fifth, surrender of shares of the company by member; then sixth, extensing of lien over the shares of a member by the company. Then seventh, the person who holds redeemable preference shares cases to be the member when company redeems these shares. Then eighth, person residents refutes the contract of membership on the residents refutes the contract of membership on the grounds that she was cheated and frauded by mispresentations of information given by company in the prospectus. Then winding up of the company. Rights of members. First, being an integral part of a company, member enjoys certain rights and he has to fulfill certain duties and liabilities. Let us study what are the rights conferred on member and duties and liabilities to be fulfilled by member. First, rights of members. First, rights of accessing books of documents. A member can get the copies of memorandum and articles of association, auditors and directors reports, balance sheet and profit and loss accounts. Also, member can inspect registers of members, debenture holders, charges, investments, minutes book of all general meeting, proxies log for general meeting and all returns filed by the company. Second, rights to make fundamental corporate decision. Members hold exclusive powers to decide at meeting of member on matters like a change of register office of company, B. Increase in authorized capital. C. Change of objects of the company. D. Amend articles of association. C. Acquisitions, mergers and takeovers by the company. F. Appointing sole selling agents. G. Winding up of the company. The next, rights to participate in general meetings. Members have a rights to receive the notice and agenda of all general meetings, attend them in person or appoint proxies, seek and vote at meetings, demand and at vote at a poll, demand to call extraordinary general meeting, etc. Then fourth, rights to appoint and remove a director. Members have a right to appoint and remove the directors. Rights to participate in profits of the company. Members invest money in company with a hope of getting returns of the investments. Therefore, member has the rights to approve dividend and get the same within the 30 days of the declaration at the annual general meeting. The next, right to receive surplus assets. In the event of winding up of the company, member is entitled to get share of surplus assets of company, if any, after the payment to all the member stakeholders. Then rights to class action suit. The act confirms rights of all of class action suit to members against company or its directors in the events of any fraudulent, unlawful or wrongful act or omission or misleading statements in the audit report. Any 100 member or those holding 10% of voting rights can apply to the tribunal for redress. Members can demand investigation in the affairs of the company. Also, they can file a petitions to wind up of the company. Position to wind up of the company.